So we are in this series talking about our core values. And all of us need to understand that what I stated when we began, what we're a part of is so much bigger than the part that we play. But the part that you and I play, it really matters. And living out these core values help contribute to what our team exists for, which is to create welcoming, compelling environments where people encounter God and connect with Christ and His church. We continue that and we say, we do this through consistent connection, right? So as a team, we're going to talk today around an idea of a culture of healthy relationships. We want to be a team that has a culture of healthy relationships. And here's how we like to say this. We want something for you, not something from you. You're not here on this team to just give and give towards our needs as a church. You're here on this team because God's gifted you and wired you and placed you within this local body, within the context of this team, to use your gifts and your talents to further the mission of Jesus Christ. But we never want you to feel like you're only here filling a role. We want something for you. And what we want is for you to have healthy relationships on this team. God designed all of us to be in relationships. As a church, we really believe this. We believe, as Pastor Ken reminds us, that everyone needs to be in a small group. Why? Because we grow best in the context of relationships. Our team operates best out of healthy relationships. And so we want to be a culture of healthy relationships, life-changing relationships, intentional relationships, relationships that say, I choose to add value to this person. And that's why we like to say we want something for you. I want to add value to your life. As a team, we want to be people that are constantly saying, how can I build this person up? How can I encourage this person? And I know maybe you've not experienced this. Maybe you've experienced where people just take and take and take from you, and you find yourself in a place of saying, I just don't know how to keep going and I don't know how to keep giving. Remember, we live and lead the culture that we want to see. Are you willing to live and lead a culture of healthy relationships? I just want to talk through this just for a little bit of healthy relationships. They really come when we go beyond the context of how they first meet. Every relationship has some interaction, some meeting point, right? And it might be that you find yourself here and you came in because someone invited you. Or you heard about our church, you showed up and you walked through next steps. Every relationship, it comes and it has this connection point, this moment of like, we've met, we've interacted. Healthy relationships go beyond that just initial, hey, my name's so-and-so. Healthy relationships actually foster connection. When we say we want something for you, we want to continue to foster the connection within our team. We want to continue to grow in that way. And so healthy relationships, they have this connection point, but if they're really healthy, there's a fostering of that connection. And then here's what begins to take place. We build healthy relationships through consistency. Consistency matters. Because when there is consistency, you can continue to build off of the last thing. And so we build healthy relationships through consistency. Just ask yourself, do I have healthy relationships in my life? And then ask, how consistent have I been in my relationships? We want something for you, and we want healthy relationships in your life. We want you to have healthy relationships on this team. We want you to enjoy the people that you are serving alongside. We want you to enjoy the people that get to lead this and that you get to serve underneath. We want you to enjoy the people that someday you are going to be the person leading and they're going to be underneath. We want you to enjoy that. Okay? So we want something for you. We want healthy relationships. You have a connection, foster that connection, and then build that relationship through consistency. I don't know if you've experienced this, but here's what happens when we begin to build through consistency. At some point, my upbringing, my culture, whatever it is, and yours, they begin to clash. We call it conflict. And we're all going to have conflicts because we all carry baggage in life, and we just bring that baggage into our relationships. And so we don't fear conflict within our team. We don't fear people not always seeing eye to eye. For us, that's not an issue. The issue is when that becomes something that tears our team apart. We need to be people, if we're going to have healthy relationships, who work through conflict. And so conflict's going to arise on this team. Healthy relationships are people who know how to work through conflict. So as you grow on this team and as you continue to move forward, don't fear that. Don't be afraid of it. Don't let it control you, though. And healthy relationships, after they work through conflict, they begin to build a history with commitment. We are committed to you. Are you committed to the people around you? Are you committed to this team? Are you committed to this local body? Don't let conflict be something that takes away from your commitment. Be someone who builds a history with commitment. The longer you hang out on this team, the more you'll learn that I just love these different worship leaders that have these global type platforms. I love what they get to contribute to the local church. There's one, his name's Jonathan Helser, and he wrote the song No Longer Slaves, which is just a well-known song, but he has this thought, and I absolutely love this thought, and it's around this idea of healthy relationships. Because when you really think of healthy relationships, I always think of the image of a really healthy, strong family. You know, the ones that sit around a table together, they're able to laugh together, they're able to cry together, they're able to disagree and still love each other. And he says this, the more heaven comes to earth, the more earth looks like family. And we want our team to reflect family. We want you to feel like that you are a part of this family. That whether you serve a lot or you serve a little, whether you feel like you're in a front position or you're in a behind the scenes position, you matter. You matter, and you're a part of this family. I'm from a really large family. There's 11 of us kids, 2 parents. They had all 11 individual kids. And still when we get together, it's this massive group because we're married now. We're all having kids of our own. And what's interesting is when we gather at my parents' house and we sit down together, my parents will always comment on when one of us isn't there. There's only every few years that all of us are really able to be in the same place together. But my parents prioritize the comments. They're not devaluing those of us who are there by making note of those who are not there. Here's what I'm getting at. Your presence matters on this team. Healthy relationships matter on this team. We're a team who's committed to growing in healthy relationships and being a team that is family, not just feels like family, that is family. Are you willing to carry the cultural value of healthy relationships? Are you willing to build it, to build healthy relationships, foster that connection, be consistent, and be committed? That is a team that people want to be a part of because it goes beyond a team and it goes to saying we have the heart of a family here. And I pray that you will never feel used on this team, but you will always feel valued, encouraged, and built into because you matter and what you bring matters to this team and to God.